Howdy folks, Rage Chris here, about to play some more Blueprints. This will be day 15. Last time we played, and we're back by popular demand, it's been a little while since we played, but last time we played, what did we do? We found the office and we spent like an hour staring at a chessboard to work out a code for opening a safe. What else did we do? We worked out how to get the vault key out of the trading post and did a few other things. We found the trading post and did a puzzle there. So we did a fair bit last time, so let's hop into it. I've got my to-do list here. What I'm gonna do, I don't know. I always start with my plan of trying to do the secret path, which starts at D3 and works its way up and left and up a bit more. So why not try that? We'll see how we go. Also, let's get my big fat face off the screen so you guys can see what is going on. Alrighty, let's go. And we'll get an annoying ad out of the way. Let's jump into it. I said, let's jump into it. Day 15, let's go. It's taking a little while to load. There we go. Okay, so fountain is empty. So that's a permanent change. Not seeing much else in the way of permanent changes, not at this point anyway. And of course we got the extra steps. Good stuff. So I quite like... That's new. Allowance. Oh! So somehow I did a thing so that we're starting off with an allowance of 2 gems and 2 coins a day. That's kind of cool. This one I've seen. Okay. And then... Here we go, Master Simon. Good morning. It has come to my attention that you've been granted a daily allowance to use whilst on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there is anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I am still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. Anne Babbage, House Manager. Okay, that's interesting, because I thought all the staff had left. Very, very, very interesting. Alrighty, well, let's... I'm wondering... Well, let's keep doing what I did last time, which is pick a direction, try and get some resources, and then head outside, see what we can open up outside, and then head back inside and continue from there. So I'm happy for this to be a resource. Storeroom works for me, so does the Nook, to be honest. But storeroom is good because it gives me gems which I can potentially use outside. The Nook, and I don't mind that it's a dead end. Whereas Nook and Pantry, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so let's get our gear. Lots of coinage. Got a key. Got a gem. So really, we got 1 less key, but we've got an extra gem and 10 extra gold. I'm pretty happy with that. I can't pick up the chess piece, can I? No. And is little Bluebird still here? Yes. And he still looks pretty normal. I don't get the deal with that. Can I turn it over? No. How odd. Okay, well, that's this little room done. Let's explore this one. So the plan is... So we're at C1 now. I'm thinking we go D1 and then try and get something that heads left. Courtyard. That heads left. And we get gems out of it. Okay, sounds like a plan. Positive gems. I'll get the gems later. I don't need to go in there quite now. That's just going to use up steps. Last room. Okay, nurse station. Well, I don't think I'm ever going to be here and have less than 10 steps and an extra 20 be that helpful. That seems like a back sort of the house thing. So I might leave that. Also, I'm just going to quickly check that the sound is still working. So how are we sounding here? Alright, sound is going good for once. Alright, where's our map? Here. So if we take this, it's potentially going to limit what we do moving forward, or maybe not. The parlor, I can't remember what the parlor does. It's got a jigsaw puzzle. I seem to remember the parlor gives us 2 gems from memory, because it has the chests that you open. So parlor, bedroom, or nurse's station. Bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. I mean, I could just do that, or I could go for the gems. Gems are good. I might do the parlor, actually. The more gems, the better. Okay. So, that's all that done. And actually, the plan is that I'm going to go into the parlor and back out of it anyway, isn't it? Possibly. So, let's go in there, do the parlor game, get our little key. I wonder if we didn't use the key for the game and instead tried to trade with it, what would happen? It's probably worth something pretty good. I don't really want the trading post again, though, but you never know. Out of curiosity, what does this say? This box and the white box are both empty. So if that is true, then the black one has the key. If it's false, then it doesn't give me any extra information. This box and the blue box are both empty. This box and the white box, this box and the blue box are both empty. So if that is true, and if that is true, then this would be false and have the gems. The other 2 statements have identical wording. No, they don't. So that is false, and it's got the gems. Damn it, I was going to hang on to that key, wasn't I? I have the memory of a goldfish. It's so annoying. Anyway, that's fine. Alrighty. So, also, why can I hear myself so well? That's why. Okay, so, we want to go left. That'll take us to C3, which is exactly where we want to go. The Nook will do it. Nothing else will do it. So let's do the Nook. Has to be the Nook. Okay, we will come back because we want to go out the front. But first, let's explore this room. Make sure we're not missing anything important. Also, the controls are real floaty. And I don't know why. Anyway, so we've had a look there. We don't really want to go. Oops, that's not the button I'm looking for. Actually, what is this? We got the Blessing of the Tinkerer still for like one more day. What else have we got? Westgate Path, Gemstone Cavern, Apple Orchard, which I can't remember what these things do. That gives me an extra 20 steps. That gives me an extra 2 gems. That gives me just access to the outer room. I don't remember what A2 is. Oh, that'll be an allowance. And I'm on star level 5. Okay, so let's have a quick look over here. But we're not going to go out because we don't want to waste the steps. Nah. Well, that's about it. So there's no point going out there. I'm having a quick look around just to refresh my memory of what all of this is. So that's that. I think I've lit 2 flames here and now. I have, yes. I don't remember how I lit the second one. I remember one was in the orchard. The other one, I have no idea how I lit it. I cannot remember for the life of me, which is not good. And we got the bit down there, which I haven't worked out what to do with yet. Have a quick look down here now, but that's probably not going to help. Nah, it's same old, can't do anything here. The other thing that I've just remembered is today is day 15. Was the commissary doing some sort of a sale or something on day 15? I'm just going to have a quick look at my notes. Commissary, blah, 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 blah. That's not helpful. And then looking for more commissary stuff. Nope. Nope. Kitchen, greenhouse. Nope. I could have swore that I wrote down certain days where the commissary was having a sale or something like that. What else are we doing? Following the secret map, using the engine room to power the machine in the lab, get to a fountain with foundation with the key. I need the basement key. And combining the sledgehammer, the broken lever, and something into an item is also a plan. Oh, I also wrote that check left of P for secret passage in the parlour. I should have a look for that. What else? What else? What else? What else? Still, did I not make a note of the days where the commissary was having sales? Maybe not. I might have taken photos. God, I've got a lot of photos. Okay. Albums. Blueprints. Let's have a look. There we go. Commissary will be closed day 12 to day 16, but that's a false note. Here we go. Oh, days 20 and 21, all items up to 50% off. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Now, is everything still working, going good? Yes, it is. Alright. Let's go then back to where we started. I'm going to go through that gate. Can we not do anything with these chests? Or they're not chests, they're crates, but no, apparently not. Can we do anything with this bench? No. Can we... No, that's all locked up. Alright. Let's go through this gate here. Oh, and I'm going to have a quick look downstairs as well, just in case. Just in case this is helpful, but I don't think it will be. Oh, shit, that counts. Well, underground. Bugger. This is an extra set of steps. Or extra room. Well, yeah, steps. Room steps, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and of course, it's locked. Key does not fit. Exit. Okay. So we need a basement key. And we've wasted 2 steps. Hopefully we don't end up 2 steps short at the end of today, or I'm going to be very, very salty. Okie dokie. So, let's head over to the outside room and see what it's going to offer us. Is there anything in this tree stump? It kind of looks... Huh. Is that dirt that I could dig with a shovel? I don't know. Anyway, what have we got here? Options. Tomb. Each time you draft a dead end in your house, Spread 5 gold in the tomb. Well, that would have been good before. I've already done 1 dead end. Tool shed, 2 special items. Or hovel. Special floor plans now cost feet instead of gems. I mean, that means the gems I've got are a waste, but at the same time, that would make getting the... that would make getting the thing way, way easier. The thing. What thing are we talking about? We're talking about the vault. The vault would be much, 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 much easier then. What is going on with my network? I don't know. Having a bit of issues here. I might just stop that. That might help. Okay. So let's go for the hovel, because I don't think we've used it before. And being able to get to places with walking instead of with gems might be a good thing, even though we've got we've got a truck ton of gems this time. We've got like 6 of them. So maybe I'll go for the tomb instead, just for something different. And we'll do the hovel next time. So let's have a look in here. Also, I've had the hovel a few times, even though I've never actually used it. This sounds interesting. Is it rare? Unusual. Okay. This Sinclair family crypt is as gloomy as it is immense. The true Sinclair legacy lies here, resting underneath the stones, a parade of distant relations and forgotten ancestors. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at outer rooms. So we've done the tool shed before. There's the shrine. There's the trading post. Alright. Okay, let's explore. Ooh. Can I take that? No. I was hoping I might take it and use it like the others, but no. Can't do anything with the crate. Can't do anything with the candlestick. Can't do anything with a random piece of wood. Controls are not particularly responsive for some reason, but I can live with that. Thank God it's not Hollow Knight or Silksong or... Ooh. Oh, come on. That has to be a secret passageway. Look at that. If that doesn't open... Actually, maybe that doesn't open. Even though it looks like a secret passageway, maybe it's not one. Okay. So... we've got what looks like an empty crate there. Oh my god, this place is bigger than I was expecting it to be. Oh, these are the statues of the angels. And I can touch that. I don't want to touch that yet. There's probably an order to this. Oh, it'll be the church. It'll be the church. It'll be the same order as the church. Just as well I took photos. Okay, we're going to pull all these things in the order that's in the church, and a thing will happen. But first, what is all this? Open only in the event of my death. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. Okay, I need to take a picture of this. Okay, hang on. Come on, work for me. Alright, now let's have a proper read. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, sombre fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend if not break these chains, then would I cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric, and to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom this granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as is tradition. Herbert F. Sinclair. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, we got some flowers. We got a grave. We got some real suspicious looking bricks, I'm gonna say. What is the shape of this room, by the way? It's just... well, it doesn't have a shape because it's weird. So it's underground. Okay. I am tapping all the buttons, just in case. Including the D-pad. I've played enough games recently to know that sometimes buttons do unexpected things. Okay, so we started off looking around and we went left. And we got to here. Now let's go left again. Okay, so we got some crates which have nothing. Are they just flagstones? I think they are. Nothing here. More little hollows for more... God, this is real morbid. Like, it's creepy as hell. But I'm not touching any of these until... oh god, there's more. This is different. Okay. What is keeping these torches burning? I'm curious now. Where is the fuel for the torches? Also, is it just me? Or is there a pillar here in the middle? Oh, okay, there's a thing there. I was going to say, it's a bit sus. There's this big giant pillar in the middle. But, okay, it's got a little statue in it. Sure. So we've just come from over here. Or over here or something. Let's continue hugging the left wall. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. What is this? There is light coming through. Again, these flagstones are suspicious as all hell. Oh, come on. This has got to be something. It is so suspicious. What about R3, L3? Both of them together? I don't know. Alright, but you can see torchlight there. Is that torchlight coming from here? Or is it coming from something behind the wall? I feel like it's coming from something behind the wall. This area is highly, highly suspicious. We got another tomb. One that I haven't seen before. What is this? It's a table. It's a table with... What is this? Is this a medical thing? I don't know. I can't really tell. Man, I am creeped out by this. I don't like it. It is creepy. All right. What is this thing? What is this thing? It looks like it was standing up before, and there were candles in it, and there's 2 left. So it's a rack of 4 by 4. 16 candles, 2 left, 14 gone. Wonder if that has anything to do with anything. Is that... I don't know. I'm taking a photo of this. This feels kind of relevant. Then in the next photo, we'll do this so that we've got a record of where it was. Okay. And of course, at the end of tonight, when I finish playing, I will save all of these to my Blueprints album. Now, have we been here yet? No, this is new as well. What does this say? Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end. Or is it? Okay, so we got some money. Money's always welcome, but... or is it? The definitive dead end, or is it? What's with this slab? Oh, this is so weird. Oh, hey, it's one of those things. More candles. And is there a reason why 3 of them are lit? I mean, there's... Okay, so you've got 16 candle holders. 3 contain lit candles. 3 contain unlit candles. Why? This feels a little bit important. Not hugely important, just a little bit important. Alright, just going to do another sound test to make sure sound is working. Okay, sound is working, although I just pressed a button by mistake, so sound's still working. Yes, it is, so that is good. I will try not to press buttons. Okay. Let's keep exploring. Got another pillar in the middle there. More angels, which seem to match the ones in the church. more real suspicious looking pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I gotta wonder whether at some point something's gonna be inside that. I've just come from over there. Had the hint about dead ends, which, I mean, I can't seem to do anything with this. But it might be that at some point we're going to get a candle lighter or a flint or something that can be used to light things. And it looks like we're back at the start. We are. So, time to get my photos of the church and to have a look at the order of statues, if I can. And for some reason I can't seem... Oh no, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This doesn't seem like enough. 1. And then, what's that? There's a 7 there, and a 4, and a 6, and a 3, and a 2, and a 5. I feel like there's a lot more than that in here. I could have swore I saw more than 7. Anyways, so who's number 1? Number 1 is the one holding a hoe. So that's a pitchfork. That's a duster. I'm going to do that thing again where we sort of keep left. That's a spade. We're looking for a hoe. This looks like a hoe. Is that a hoe? That looks like a hoe to me. Same dorky looking hat too. I reckon this is the one. I am going to park it there, though, because I'm going to check if there's any others. So there's one there. Let's keep looking. So there's one hoe. No hoes in here. That looks like a scepter. And that looks like a jockey's whip. That looks like a broom. I remember there's one in the pillar as well. Here. And that looks like a pitchfork. Oh, that's the pitchfork one again. Okay. Well, maybe there is the right amount of them. Now that I'm not quite so freaked out. Okay, let's pull this one first. That's 1. Okay. Then number 2 is the... Looks like... And I can do it again. Interesting. Okay. Then number 2... Oh, it's like a ladle that a chef is carrying. Okay, but it does look a little bit like a spade, but it's not a spade. It's a ladle. Or not a... Well, is it a ladle? Or a paddle? I don't know. Anyway, she's wearing a chef's hat, and it looks like a ladle kind of thing. It's not that. It's not that. It was towards the beginning of the room, wasn't it? Feather duster, pitchfork. Come on. No, not over there. This one. Yep, chef's hat looking... Oh, it's like a pizza thingamajig. Okay, number 3 is a pitchfork. So we saw that a minute ago, but I just want to have a look to see if the hoe's still down. It is. Let's move the pitchfork. Okay. And then number 4. is the chimney sweep with a thing that looks a lot like a feather duster. Where is that one? Here. Chimney sweep, feather duster. Little top hat thing. Yep, that's you. You're next. And then 5. Is the broom. Five is the broom. Broom, broom, broom. Yep, that looks like a broom. Is that a maid's outfit? It's kind of hard to tell, but that definitely looks like a broom. And 6 is the jockey, which is you. Which leaves 7, which is the one with the scepter. Hey, we got it. Puzzling good in the neighborhood. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. What is this? Catacombs. Underground. Okay, got a skull. Just gonna have a quick first glance of the room. There's a giant arrow pointing in there. I love it. Okay, we're doing that last. No one tells me what to do. Oh dear. Okay. Why are there these scattered little tiles? Is that just cosmetic? Is that death? Ooh, that's creepy. I really hope this game doesn't have a thing where all of a sudden there's combat or the need to do things quickly, because I'm gonna bloody crap myself if that happens. Okay. Alright. 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 Can we do anything with these flames? No. Okay. I mean, there's a giant arrow, but there's also a statue of death. Which door to pick? Do we pick the giant arrow, or do we pick what appears to be an indication of death? Death it is. Please don't kill me. I'm checking for traps. Hello? Oh, this is creepy. I don't like it. It's oh. Underground map. Ooh. Okay. It's photo time. What is this excavation tunnel? That's the rotunda. That looks like the rotunda, doesn't it? Or is, unless that's the fountain? What else have we got here? We've got like a dock with a boat. The reservoir, which I drained pretty recently. No, that circle stairway there, that looks more like the fountain. And then next to it is the mining track that's all blocked off, I think. Then above that, you got 2, and it says "buh." What could that be? Buh. I might look at rooms that begin with a "buh." And that definitely looks like the rotunda. Excavation tunnel. Okay. So basically, if I get there from the fountain, it looks like there's going to be a thing and then a path and maybe a hidden path off the tunnel. Maybe, possibly. You got the rotunda there. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, what rooms? What room begins with a "buh"? Let's work it out. There's no "but" there. Or there. Or there. Or there. None there. I do want to try and... Oh yeah, I wanted to try and find a way back into her ladyship's chamber and use like a special key on the diary or something. Hallways, no. Green rooms, no. Shops, no. Bedrooms, no. So, no, nothing beginning with "bar." Huh. I'll try and keep in mind that we're looking for something beginning with "bar." I mean, bathroom? We haven't found any bathrooms, have we? We found the lavatory. But no bar. Well, is there not a bathhouse or something? Like the room that's got all the water in it. What is that called? Conference room. There's the boiler room, pump room. That's what it is, the pump room, and the pool. And does this show the current state of the pool? It does not. Okay. Oh, look at that though. Once you've got the pool, that adds the locker room, sauna, and pump room. So you actually don't get the pump room without the pool, and the locker room and sauna are new as well, which I don't think I've seen either of those. Interesting. Okay, well, I think we're going through this. Where does it take me? Really don't like the music. It's creeping me out. Dislike. Why is there a giant arrow pointing in here? Why? Why does it look like I should be able to get through here? What am I missing? Okay, let's have another look at that arrow. giant freaking arrow dangling from the roof. What the hell? Pointing straight in here. Which, this looks like it might have been closed at one point. Is that it? Do I need to do something else to make this open? I think I do. I think I need to do something else to make this open. Problem is that I can't interact with anything else. Unless it's something to do with the angels. Like, I put in some different code of angels to get that far door to open. Like, if I mess with the angels now, what's going to happen? Will this door close? Let's have a look. Oh, still there. So if I put all the angels back the way they were, what will happen? Also, these are still lit the way they were before, right? Yes. That hasn't changed. Is there an order to this? I'm assuming not. Don't know why I assume that. I probably shouldn't. Wonder if other things will open based on what order I do the angels in. Like, I've just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a bunch of other little nooks and crannies that look like they could open. If I were to do things in a different order, what would happen? Okay, so let's just quickly check that I've flipped everything. There might still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's everything. So let's have another look. Has anything changed down here? Oh. I could just pull that. That's also a thing. I didn't realize that that is interactable. How did I not notice that before? Seriously. Is that permanently down? No, I can always put it back up. What is that pointing to? Like, that looks like it's pointing to a spot on the map. And I feel like this game doesn't do coincidences. That's probably intentional. Okay. Well, I've wasted a couple of steps, but it's not the end of the world. Hey, we're in the abandoned mine. Okay. Can I interact with this? I can. What about this? We have a light. Can I interact with the light? No. Does standing in front of the light cast a shadow? No. So I am a vampire. Anyway, you got kegs, you got crates, more kegs, more crates. Where am I? What is this? What is that over there? Hang on a sec. Well, there's stuff over in each one of those. And it looks like if you turn the cog, you can reach various places. Okay. Good to know. And how do you turn the cog? Maybe I should take a photo of that so I know how far to turn the cog. So let's just do something like this. Alright. This game, man, this is why every time I play, it takes hours. Because... oh, hang on, hold to grab. So I need to hold the button down. But there's... that's where we came from. What's down here? I will press the car in a minute, but first... what is this? I don't want to get locked down. Ooh, another map. A upgrade disc, yes. That's always good. Also, Angel Point's Dreams. Okay. Well, this is another part of the map. I mean, I can always use some paint or something to join them all together into one thing, but okay, so that's so that's the minecart thing from before, and then it goes up to basement. How did I not get that before? Bar means basement. Duh. Foundation elevator. Concealed entrance was number 2. Cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance. Yep. Tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear, 9 to north lever. Oh! Then 10, buried floor plan. So there's a north lever. So that'll be how you get to room 46, is by pulling the north lever. So what we're looking at here is, well, number 5 is telling us where the fountain entrance is, which we already knew that. The previous one that we were looking at before, which I can't really show you guys, but I've got it here on my phone. That had a number on it as well, didn't it? There was a number 3 there. And also a number 2 where the basement is, which number 2 is the concealed entrance? How is it not the foundation elevator? Because it's the basement, unless you need to get into the basement. Right, gotcha. That makes some sense. I'm surprised there's not a number 1 on this, foundation elevator. That'll be on another piece. So what's 3? Cliffside exit. Yeah, so that makes sense. That's where the yeah. That's the thing that we saw before. And then what is this thing? This also looks a little bit map-like. Okay. And then we got all these little candelabras here, which are all unlit, and I can't do anything with them. I can't interact with them. Okay, I can't interact with the table at all. No. Okay. Interesting. Let's keep going. What else have we got here? Oh, this is the bit, the reservoir. This is the bit with the boat. Hang on, going back into my photos. Why is this being a pain? Okay, photos taken just now. Looking at the map. Okay, I got it. So, and this is exactly what it was. There's the dock. I think it's the dock, but this doesn't look like the entrance near. I mean, unless the fountain thing's just here. Is this the fountain just here? Could be. I'm gonna run out of steps at this rate. What is this thing? I don't know. Oh my god. Hang on. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to waste steps. Which I've already done. Shit. Can I go into the water? No. It's too wet for me to go into the water. Interesting. If I found the pool room and lowered the water a bit more, that would probably do it. I don't know what that is over there. Looks like another entrance. Okay. I don't know. Damn it. Why did I go too far? Reservoir. Underground. Okay. Basement. Can't fit. Okay. So, looking at my map, this would appear to be the fountain door. I think the fountain's on the other side. Why this isn't activated, I don't know. Why it looks like it's just drawn in with pencil, I don't know. Same thing with this one. Is it because the security's not activated? I don't know. Is there anything in the water? I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything more we can do here in the reservoir. Unless there's something hidden somewhere. Behind the rocks or something like that. But no, it doesn't seem like it. Alright. Let's head back into the mining shaft. And we'll push that mine cart and see where it takes us. Far out. All because I selected the tomb instead of the, or because I selected the tomb instead of the other thing. Okay, I'm a bit confused. If I push that really hard, will it like crash through or something? No. Okay, so here's what I think the puzzle is. I think the puzzle is that I need to move it back, and then I need to find some other way into this, into one of the other rooms over there, which may allow me to come back into here. And on doing so, because I will have moved this from here to back here, it'll mean I will be able to walk to the other side, which I currently can't do. That seems like the plan. It's also, like, for God's sake, climb over it, yep. Why can't I just climb? Like, seriously, why can't I squeeze through? Anyway, so that seems to be the plan. I managed to get into that room, oopsies, from another direction. How? Don't know. But we'll cross that bridge. Okay. Like, I've literally spent all this time on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms that I've opened. This game. Okay. If I reset death, what happens? I can't hear anything. Just gonna move this forward. Just to get behind it, just in case doing what I did rotated anything. I'm assuming it didn't, though. I'm wasting a lot of steps, I've just realized. How do I turn that? Is that the what is it called? The rotunda. If I rotate the rotunda, will that affect this? I bet it does. I bet the answer is rotating the rotunda, because that's the only thing we've found so far that actually has that kind of an effect. As much as I love this game, it takes so long to do everything. I'm actually going to put this down again, just because I feel like I don't know what effect that's going to have, but I'd like it to be shifted. I'm also curious to know if I had not done the angels in order, would this have still worked? I mean, if I do them backwards, for example, probably won't work, but I'm going to try it. So if we start with number 7, which is the scepter, go to number 6, which is the jockey, 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 where are you? Yeah, the jockey. Five is the maid with the broom. Four is the chimney sweep. Three is the pitchfork. The 2 is the chef. with the pizza slider. And one will be the hoe. Helldiver. Oh, thank you for the raid, Helldiver. Thank you so much.
Helldiver_her just
Welcome,
raided
everybody.
with 6 viewers. Thank you so much for the raid, Helldiver_her. Less
Thank
than
you.
3.
Thank you very much. Let me give you a quick shout out, Helldiver. So those that are joining, nice to meet you. Hope you're having a lovely day or night or whatever. Helldive_her. Shout out to Helldiver. What you been playing? You've been playing Helldivers too. Awesome. But yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for the raid. So I am playing Blueprints, which is a puzzle game, and I have nice. And I have nice to meet you. It's Anwar. I have found my way down to a tomb, where there's a bunch of graves and tombs and weird stuff and rotating rooms and all sorts of stuff down here. I've spent like an hour down just in here, solving puzzles and doing stuff. So this has been interesting. I'm about to make my way out of here, I think. I think I'm done down here. I was just finishing off down here when you raided. So I hope you are doing well. How are you doing, Helldiver? How's your day going? What you been playing? Have you been playing Helldivers? And also, how are you going with trying to get the S ranks on Cuphead? How's that going? Unlocked the last content I was missing. They themed it for stealth. Oh, you mean on Helldivers? Because surely not in Cuphead. There's no stealth in that game. Alright, so I think we're done down here. I think. So that's that done. Only interested in the backpack full of C4. Okay. So I've spent a lot of time outside because I found stuff and it was interesting. And so now I actually get to go into the house proper. Cuphead all S ranks is crazy work. I'm glad I did a bunch of them, but no plan to continue that part yet. Fair enough. Maybe as a sacrificial redeem. Fair enough. If someone pays you to do it, you'll do it. Sounds like a plan. Okay, I can't get through there yet. Have I lit any torches? No. Okay. Well, so interestingly, we managed to get to the other side of the door down there, the long way around. Which is interesting. So now we're back here. What are we doing? We've got resources from there. We've got resources from there. We unlocked the nook, which we haven't been into yet. We're going to go into the courtyard. We're really starting to run low on steps. Because we've been wandering around a lot. Okay, so we're in the courtyard. There should be some gems here and a sledgehammer. Sledgehammers are always good. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. I'm glad I haven't had a need for that yet. Okay. This... Oh yeah, that door. I can open that door. I forgot that was a thing. Alright, so... Yeah, let's open the door. See what's behind it. I still want to try and get to C3, and then from C3 to... Not C3, D3, and then from D3 to C3. That is a plan. Actually, from C3 to C4 is what I'm wanting to do, but... First, what is this? Do we want the closet? No point in the bedroom, I don't think. Bedroom is going to be a waste, maybe? Actually, maybe not. We don't need money as much. C4, yeah. I'm talking about, there's a grid. So I'm talking about the grid at the bottom. So I'm referring to the starting room, the entrance hall, as C1. And I should be talking about D's then. It's D, D1, D2, D3. We want to get to D3 and then D4. But yeah, there's a bit of a grid. So, and I'll show you the grid in a minute. Oh, I've got an upgrade disc. I forgot about that. Let's go into the bedroom. Actually, pantry should have food. Bedroom has steps. Pantry has steps and gold. Alright, let's go bedroom. It'll give us extra steps. Thought you were going to blow the place up. I mean, eventually, maybe. Who knows? But not yet. Okay, that thing I've looked at enough. There's a giant hand pointing to the floor here for some reason. I don't know why. Look out the window. Nothing too exciting out there. No chests in here. I do have this feeling. I don't know. Like, I'm very, very early days in this game. This is a wild guess. But I feel like at some point I'm going to want to blow this place up. Play the game long enough and the thought of just blowing it all up might occur. I feel like it will. This place is creepy. And it reminds me of a game back when I was really, really young called Maniac Mansion, where you controlled a few different people and the plan was to avoid it, to escape it. And you could choose who you start with. You know, someone can use the telephone, someone's an engineer and can fix things. And the place was full of all sorts of weird, crazy stuff, aliens, all sorts of stuff. And trying to escape was incredibly difficult. I never managed it. I never managed to escape the place. It was a real puzzle game. Kind of similar to this in the way that it played. And like what you do. Like this, I feel, takes a lot of inspiration from that. Anyway, we're going to go... Yeah, let's go up here. Okay. We can go closet, spare room, or guest bedroom. I am tempted by the guest bedroom to get the steps. Very tempted by that. The closet gives me items as well, but right now we're kind of low on steps. In saying that, I can get them later, but I can go guest bedroom and then turn around, go to the nook, and then start expanding things from there, hopefully. That sounds like a plan. Or I could just get some items. I mean, 48's not that low, but I feel like I'm gonna run... let's go to the closet. And let's just hope it's not just gold and money. Alright, let's do the closet. Let's do it. Okay. What have we got here? We got 2 keys. Normal key. And a silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Does that key have any other use? I don't know. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the follow, no_miss_549.
Thank you
Less
very
than 3
much.
smile.
Thank you very much for the follow, no miss 549. I greatly appreciate it, and thank you for the lurk as well. Is it just me, or does that umbrella look like it has something written on it? Anyway, we better come out of the closet. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. No miss. I appreciate it. Now, so we've explored there, so we've only got one place left to go, which is this away here. So we're going to go back into the parlour. Now, parlour. I wanted to search, whilst I'm here, for secret passages, because I found a thing that was kind of like a plan, and the plan was kind of the shape of this room, and it kind of indicated that there might be a secret passage. And so I wonder whether somewhere there might be a secret path out of this room. Not sure though. Cheeky. Yeah. But in saying that, I can't seem to find it. Maybe instead of using the damn key, unless it's in the fireplace. But instead of using the damn key on the puzzle boxes, maybe I should have held on to it. I'm tempted to do that next time. I feel like that key might be useful elsewhere. Alright, so we're in the Nook. We'll grab a couple of keys. We got keys galore. We got all the damn keys. Okay. Anything up here that I want? Not really. Anything on the table that I want? Not really. Nothing too new. This is all stuff I've done before. Okay, so time to open the door now. What do we want? Corridor, spare room, or hallway? Well, I think we want more options, right? Hang on, no. Where are we? We are D3, and we wanted to go D4. So corridor or spare room? It's going to be spare room, because corridor can come later. So spare room it is. Okay. Corridor can be handy when we're getting towards the end and we need doors that aren't locked. Okay. So we've done D3 to D4. We're following a little path on a secret little map that I've got, that I've that I've scribbled down from stuff which you can't see because of the background removal on my camera, but that's fine. Okay, so from D4, we want to go C4. So pantry works, the den works, the kitchen works. Do I want the kitchen? Do I need food? Do I need steps? I kind of do. Kitchen is tempting. In saying that, I could go den and have more options, and also get another gem. That seems like a plan. Pen and paper adventure. Oh, absolutely. I have got so many pages of notes for this game and so many photos. I'm going to go the den. I would like more gems, because I know, and cell phone. Yep, absolutely. There's a room that I'm hoping I will find on this particular trip, and that room is the vault. And the vault needed 3 gems. So the more gems I get, the better, because I will get to the point where I need gems. Okay. So this room here is C4. And from C4, I want to go to B4. So we want something that goes straight ahead. Corridor is good. Corridor it has to be. So corridor it is. But before we go in there, I'm going to make sure I haven't missed anything. Sometimes there's like a little chest hidden on the floor in here. Not today, but sometimes there is. Okay, so but before we go in there, let's explore this room as well, I think. Do we want to? I think we do. And I've also got a different path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting from D5, which is what this room is that I'm pointing at now. So if I hit this one, I'd like it to go right. Use a key? Why not? Do I want to use a special key? Well, we've already got... Special key might be a good idea. Or do I want to use... What do I want to hang on to that? I might be able to use that for something else. So I might just use a normal key for this one. And we'll hang on to the special one. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Okay, I needed something going right. I did not get something going right. I probably should have used the special key then. Bugger. Alright, I could get 10 steps. I could go to the boudoir, which is not really necessary. Although it at least keeps things alive if I run into a dead end, so maybe it's not a terrible idea. Or the nurse's station, which is not helpful right now. I'm thinking the guest bedroom is possibly the best option. More steps. More steps, please. Thank you. Lots more steps. Okay, what have we got in here? Ooh, and we got a gem. I'll take that. Okay. Alright, nothing too exciting in here. An old note that we've seen plenty of times before. And we are done in here. So let's head back over to here. We got plenty more steps now. We got 50. Okay, let's have a good look to see if there's anything here. Nothing. Nada. Zip, zilch. No coins, no nothing. Alright, where do we want to go from here? We are currently entering B4. We want to turn right and end up at B5. Well, none of these do it. God damn it. This game likes to troll. Trolley game. Alright. I feel like it's trying to lead me to a dead end. I might go dining room, only for options. Yeah, literally yes. Big fart. That's what this game deserves. Big fart. Alright, we're doing dining room because we want options, even though it's a terrible idea, because you want the dining room closer to rank 8, so that you can use it to replenish your steps. But we're running out of options, so I'm going to end up, like, dying with, like, all the resources in the world. That's the thing about this game. It's like, it's hard. It's hard to... Oh, look, it's like the Triforce. It's hard to, like, balance between progress and resources. Alright, what are we doing here? I would like to go left in the hope that I can get the rumpus room. Because the rumpus room has got, like, a fortune teller thing in it, which is useful. These options are sucky. It's hard, but in the decision and management prediction skills. Also a bit of RNG. Oh, well, yeah, I feel like there's RNG, although I also wonder whether there's less RNG than you think. What I mean by that is I wonder whether it's actually coded to do certain things at certain times. Just a feeling that I've got. Now, I might do the hallway just in order to sort of branch out to a few different places. So that's the plan. Hallway. And before I go into said hallway, I will go this way as well, in the hopes that we get something that points upwards. The chapel, the boudoir, or the garage. It's going to be the chapel, just so that we've got more rooms. So that's a plan. We're not going to go in there yet, though. First, we're going to go in here and explore. Okay, so we've got all this, and we're going to hang a left, and dead ends are fine. Give us a dead end with materials, please. Well, I don't need 2 bedrooms. I don't need a pantry. And this is a crappy one to be the security room. But I might do it. Because I don't need food and steps. Oh, I don't need steps and gold. Security could be handy. Okay. What do we want in here? What do we want from here? We've got the cameras. Oh yeah, the upgrade disc. That's right. That's a good reason to be here. We get to upgrade a room permanently. Chapel has proven its worth. It absolutely has, yeah. It gave me the order of the angels down in the tomb. It turned out to be very helpful. Spare room. Have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. Sure. spare bedroom, spare green room, or spare hall? I mean, what difference is there between them? I don't know. Also, John Hunter, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely day or night wherever you are. And I don't know what I want. I mean, bedroom means that there's certain things where if you get bedrooms, you get more steps. Green rooms, sometimes there's things that mean green rooms get gems. And halls, daytime here, nice weather, nice. Well, it's pretty much midnight here in Australia. So it's very, very late. And I'm getting up relatively early as well, but I can't go to bed now because I've got 46 steps to do. And I don't want to lose this day. I don't want to lose the progress. I don't know which of these I want. Do I want a hall, a green room, or a bedroom? I suspect the bedroom's tempting. It'll give me steps when I draw the thing that gives me steps when I do bedrooms. But there's the other thing that gives me that does things with green rooms, spreads gems and stuff like that. So I'm tempted to go the green room. It might even, from time to time, have like a patch of dirt that I can check as well. So let's go green room. And spare hall, I don't know how a hall actually helps, even though it basically is a hallway. It would make sense thematically to make it a hallway. But I think green room it is. Let's go. Hang on a minute. Let me have a closer look at these images. What is that on the right? Looks like a window or something. I didn't know that room had a window. Didn't think it did. Alright, green it is. Let's make it green. I have no idea. Like, that seems a lot less useful than every other upgrade I've had, but that's fine. There's a music room we still haven't managed to find yet. If we find the rotunda, I want to rotate that because I think that's going to have an effect on the thing that's in the tomb. Yeah. And do we want to do anything on the computer? Maybe. Is there anything we want to pre-order? I don't think that there is. Do we want to change any of the locks? We don't have a key card, so we should probably change the settings. To 1 or 2 to low, so that there's less keycard doors, because we don't have a key card. So low. And then if we manage to find a key card, offline, we want unlocked. Confirm. So does that mean did that have an effect on some of the doors in the tomb? I'm not sure, because there was like something down there. It looked like security doors that didn't have power, but I don't know if that was just artistic or if that was actual unpowered security doors. It might have been. I might have to go back and check that out at some point if I've got the steps for it. Okay, let's hang a left. If I can manage to get to A1, I wouldn't mind that either, because that was like her ladyship's room, and wouldn't mind checking in there. Coat check. Check an item. Gymnasium will... Gymnasium I can work with. I'm not going to go through there very often, but I can Like, at least it's going to point downwards. Although the chapel could have done that as well. I mean, I could just do the coat check. But what items do I have? A silver key and a sledgehammer. I could store the silver key, perhaps. Because I wonder whether the silver key would open the diary that was in the thing. Let's go to the gymnasium. I want to check out A1 and hope that the ladyship's room is in there. Yeah, I'm losing steps. It sucks. Alright, let's go left. Is there anything in here that I can take? No. Alright, what have we got? West Wing Hall is good. West Wing Hall's very good, actually. Let's do it. And that means I shouldn't need to go into the gymnasium again because I've already looped back around to the chapel. So that saves me some steps. Okay. This I've read before. There's nothing new over there. Alright. Come on. Give me her ladyship's room. Do it for me. Nope. Bummer. Alright. What have we got? Utility closet, library, or pantry? I mean, do we want less common floor plans? I think we do, but that's when you're drafting in the library, and I can't draft in the library because it doesn't go anywhere. So, utility closet it is. And we'll rig the thing so that the lights are off in the gymnasium, and the dark room doesn't really matter, the garage is on, and the keycard entry system is off. Does that work? Is that what we want? I think that's what we want. I think that's the plan. Yes, so that there's no power, so that then anything that does require a keycard is open. Which means I should actually go back into the security room. And now that the light's off in here, I can walk through without penalty. And I'll go into the security room and change the thing to be high security, so there's more security doors that don't have power, which should therefore be open, which I should then be able to walk through, which means needing less keys. Thank you. Okay, we got a plan. Fun detail about gymnasium. If you run and then stop, it makes a light screeching noise as if your shoe rubber is scraping. Yeah, I've heard that a few times. Actually, I experienced that when I was running around in there at one point. Okay, security card settings. Let's set it to high. So more security doors, but there's no power. So that should mean, I think, more open doors, if I have reasoned that out correctly. Does this say anything new? No. Does this say anything new? Yep, that's fine. Okie dokie. Okay, so we're spending lots of steps, but it's fine. Let's go the chapel. It's going to cost us some money, but that's fine. Reason being is that just in case it turns out to be a dead end, I don't want to have to walk all the way back around. What's that noise? It's weird. Okie dokie. So we're losing money in the chapel, but that's fine. That's fine. I've found little trinkets in here before. And then sometimes there's just a big pile of cash in the corner. But not today. Alright, I want to have a quick look at these angels. And make sure, like, have any of them changed? Are they all still the same? They look like they're all still the same. One is still a hoe. 6 is still a jockey. And I'm assuming that death is behind that. Maybe, possibly. I can't really see. I also kind of hoped that doing what I did would have the effect of doing something in here, because this looks like something that should move, but that didn't happen. So it definitely looks like there's something behind there. I'm assuming it's death behind that. Can't really see too well, but anyway. Let's pop down here and see if it's going to be a dead end. Let's go for a dead end. Coat check, lavatory, or drawing room. Coat check seems good, and I might check in the silver key. Or do I come back at the end to check in? No, I'll check it in now. I don't think we need the silver key today. Okay. No item to retrieve, that's fine. So let's check in the key. And then we can pick it up later. Done. What was that? It says 111110. Okay. So you can't have more than one checked in. That's fine. Okay, we're done in here. Lose more money. That's fine. Typical church making me pay tithes. Alright. Ooh, Rumpus Room. Rumpus Room is tempting. Rumpus Room is very tempting, because then we can speak with the machine thing and get more clues about things. The library means less common plans, which is interesting because we will be drafting something. But I think the Rumpus Room. Rumpus Room for clues. Let's go. Okay, and then where is our gold? Here. Okay, so we've got our coins. Let's chuck one in the machine. Insert a coin. I'm going to get my video camera ready. Alright, let's do it.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Yes, please. Any day now. Take your time with it.
Yes. The fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways.
Okay. So that was the
An
dark room.
unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take.
What?
I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave,
That's creepy.
but now
I'm being watched.
afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Well, that was creepy, but
Until the dawn
also,
of the
something's
following
missing
day,
from the table.
I will have nothing more to say.
I think I might have taken a photo of that table at the start. If I happen to be going past the entrance hall again, I'm going to swing past that and have another look. And see what's been taken. I'm curious about that. Also, what is this? This looks new. Hello? Ah. Okay, that's what I was trying to follow, right? That's D3, D4, C4, B4, B5, B6. That was my plan. That's what I've been trying to do. Unsuccessfully for a while. Treasure map. Yep. Achieving that has been nigh impossible. I've tried that a lot of times, and it just, like this time it gave me the dining room when I needed it to point me upwards. The game just doesn't like to cooperate. Alright. Now, again, we want options because this is our last option. We could take the office, we could take the library, we could take the boudoir. Library is very tempting. Library, I think, is perfect here, actually. Because we're getting up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Row 6. To start getting rare rooms is a good thing. The office I've done. I don't think I need to do the office again. And I don't even need the coinage. So let's just go to the library. Ooh. The history of Orindia. Okay, this is something that I've tried to look at before. I can see the detective has been looking into this one as well. Herbert borrowed it. Mary Jones, detective twice. March the 2nd and September the 3rd. He's really interested in this one. Okay. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Aires Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. That's interesting. Alright, let's start taking some photos. Why is my... There we go. Okay, so... And turn and photo. Oh my god, this is like the Epstein files. I didn't know that I was going to find the Epstein files in this game. Full of redactions. What is that? Show letter. So I'm just taking photos of everything first, and then I will properly go through it and read it. Oh my god, there's a lot there. You know what would be handy right now? The magnifying glass. I wonder if the magnifying glass would allow me to read through the redactions. Anyway, forward. Something something, the name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters. Something something is no longer something something known to the average citizen. Something something of the older generation. Something something. We must something permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon something our past. I mean, this is so bad. The way that it's all been redacted. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Agira, by the ascension of the first king. Oh, yeah, sorry. It is midnight. By the ascension of the first king, whose name, Horus, would later... Horus? Have you met Horus? Would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Horus, short for Horace, was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming. Why would it say by the ascension of the first king? What could that word even be? Anyway, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. I wonder if I can zoom in just like this. Nah, it's not doing it. It's doing a little bit, but not enough. On the screen, on the other hand, nah, it's not doing it for me. I need the actual magnifying glass, I think. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming. Those surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited trade agreements. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these legends that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the 1st century, the blah 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 blah, whatever that is. Wonder if I can see it better on my phone. By the end of the 1st century, the something with H or B, something, can't really see. But definitely I feel like a magnifying glass is going to help here. A new kingdom was born. Second era. It was the 4th king, Blah, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares. I need to take this book out again. And try and come back here. In fact, I might even make a note of that, because that seems important. The history of Orindia. Where's my to-do list? Here. 8. Take out history of Orindia again with magnifying glass. Okay. Now, getting back to it. It was the 4th king, Blah, who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares. 3 realms for his 3 children. The United Kingdom, Germany, and Russia. No. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heart spring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. It says something else that I can't read. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Erasia, which is not this one. Erasia, which is almost this one, but backwards. A land steeped in tradition, which I can't read any more of. 3rd era. By the way, those watching, so if you're interested, I played a while back, I played Tunic, and I've got the full playthrough of that on my YouTube, and I thought Tunic was the best, and honestly, I feel so far I have not found a better puzzle in a game than what I found in Tunic. So if you love puzzle games, Tunic is amazing. Yeah, highly recommended. Anyway, 3rd era. As the 2nd era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, if I can stay awake, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite these differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. This is reminding me a little bit of Britain, Germany, and Russia. 4th era. As the kingdom entered the 4th era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Dezelets III was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Hang on a second. Was a blah, and then it says something king, which might not have been King Desilets, you can't see, was seen, blah, 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 drinking, blah, blah, blah. And then you can't see the rest of it. Desilets was renowned as the king of pop. Was he the king of pop? Was he Michael Jackson? No one, when he made the decision to move, blah, 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 something moving castle and caught behind, leaving castle and caught behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and something, 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 were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his something, 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 common folk. These something voices planted the seed, probably of, I don't know, protest or something, which took root in blah, grand city of Fen. Okay, what does the letter say? Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. Oh, this is Detective Von Margle, who took the book out twice. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition, an uncensored copy of the History of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. So is it that it was given to him censored, redacted? Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Von Margle. Okay, interesting. I mean, maybe that's why he got it once, got to see it, and then maybe the second time he got to see it properly with a magnifying glass? Don't know. The Era of Ruin. I'm definitely taking it out a second time, though. After the passing of King Desilets III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. Something, something, something. On the very next day, the 6th of October... do I need to keep track of the 6th of October? I think I do. Hang on. Do I have a page of dates somewhere? Okay. Date. What is this book called? This is the History of Orindia. Page. Does that have page numbers? No. But it has chapter 5, 6th October. Okay. Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a small number of supporters due to the fact that Desilets IV shared probably something like shared his booze, and Prince Learson held little of his virtues, shared his wisdom, something like that. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a centre of splendour, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets stained red. Pacification of Fen. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbours. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favours to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favour, Victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Holy moly. Prince Leosin himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had one. Oris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honour of the fallen Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Iraja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. Redacted. Epstein Island is not a place you should visit, no. For this, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Sing that. Oh my god. Well, I've just finished the book. So, if I'm going to sing, I need to find something to sing about. There's nothing here on this podium. There's nothing much here. Additional reading at the House Directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R1 to pull up the directory. I might do that and have a look at what it says about the tomb. It says nothing that it didn't say before, which is that it's a tomb under the ground. I'm going to head upstairs now. Missed my best chance. You did. You honestly did. I'm going to head upstairs and have a look in these books and see what it says about what I've been doing. I've been playing this game for nearly 30 hours. I spend about 2 hours a day, or on each day. That is kind of nuts. That is kind of nuts. I'm going to go over here because this book over here tends to say which rooms I should be looking for. Well, I don't know what the deal is with these photographs. Here we go. Most. Maybe one day I will look at the hovel. See, this, I had the opportunity to look at the hovel, but I got the tomb instead and spent over an hour in there. What would I have done if I'd chosen the hovel? I probably would have finished this day by now. There's nothing much of interest outside. Where even are we on the map? We're on the west side of the house. We've already explored out there. You're going to have to pay me even more. You're going to have to give me a sub if you want me to stop singing. You've got to be careful what you ask for. Okay. So, this is the room where you get to draft rare things from it. Foyer. See, I need more keys. Damn it. Hallway doors are always unlocked. I will take it. That seems like a pretty good room to me. You're reacting to your day in-game decisions. Okay. What is this? I've never been in here. Lord William Epstein. I mean Epson. Baron Thomas Sinclair. Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. What? It even says key in the word. Is this? Come on. This has got to mean something. You can't have something that's called a key and not be a key to something. That's gotta be meaningful. Oh, look at the hands. Look at the hands. It's like, dude, you need to go in here. That is too funny. No, not like this. Take a selfie. What? What are you talking about? I don't know why you're talking about taking a selfie. Ari Yena. What? Treasure map? What? 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 Hang on. We're at B6. The treasure map terminates at B6. Even though we didn't follow the path properly, it seems to... Did I just lose? There it is. This looks like the spot. Okay. Okay. I'll take it. Now, to find something to... I need a shovel. Take a selfie with the statue that says key. Son of a bitch. Oh, that was good. I like that. Okay. Make a note. Need shovel. Crap. This game sucks. Baron Edwin Sinclair. Count Isaac Gates. Oh, look, it's Bill Gates. Anyway. I can't. Well, that's fine. Look, maybe I'll be lucky enough to draw the commissary next. Who knows? Let's not give up. I could find a shop right now. Also, what is with the hands? Key 4. Major Nicholas. Key 4. That has to be a thing. Remember, Master Keys, Mr. Keys, but what do you mean do a selfie? Major key. Yes. Major key 4. I mean, look, I've taken a picture. I have definitely taken a picture of it for future reference, and chances are it's probably going to be useful in the music room or something like that. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Alright, let's check out this door. This is a very suspicious looking door. Okay, we're leading into what? C6? Yeah. I mean... unless it can somehow hear me singing, which I don't think it can. I don't have what's needed for this. Definitely don't have what's needed for this. Also, what does Blessing of the Tinkerer do? Whenever you draft a mechanical room. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's explore. Dark room, where we saw that creepy ass video about someone in the dark room. Haven't quite gotten over that yet. Kitchen is not bad. That sends me north, which is nice. The dark room is kind of sending me in the wrong direction. I'm thinking the kitchen, even though it costs money, it costs gems, but I can then use money to buy steps as well, so that's pretty good. Pantry is bad. Dead end. Dark room, pretty bad. So let's go kitchen. Alrighty. Am I done in here? I think I'm done in here. Helldriver, if you got any suggestions, you let me know. I've taken a photo of the bust. apart from that, I don't think there's anything I can do here. There's nothing on the roof. I think the answer is the shovel. Yeah, the answer is definitely the shovel. If I had one, I got a sledgehammer. I could just smash the floor. Oh, you know what else I've done? The other thing I've done is I have put water into the kitchen. I have nothing to store said water in, but I have routed water to the kitchen. What am I going to do with that? You need to come back to shovel check anyways. Exactly. Yes, when I find a shovel, I will definitely go back. I will do some shopping in a moment. I think there's nothing else in here. Can I not grab a saucepan or something to put water into? Hello? How am I meant to carry the water? I have no implement for water carrying. This is a weird game. Weird game. Alright, let's have a look. Menu. Banana, club sandwich. I just saw something about dining room, and then it just vanished. Water not yet implemented. Water is available, but not yet helpful. Ooh. 10 and add morning room to today's draft pool. Okay, that sounds good. Club sandwich, sure. Banana, sure. Wood-fired pizza. 20 plus an additional 10 if you have furnace. Well, the main course is served only in the dining room. Hang on. So is that... Oh, that's just telling me what will be in the dining room when the dining room is doing stuff. Okay, let's do bacon and eggs. I wouldn't mind a morning room, whatever that is. I'm going to hold off before I spend more money. Just in case I want to buy a shovel. Although in saying that, I mean, shovel's not that expensive. I could spend 2, but... Nah, let's draw the next room first. Need an empty bottle. Try gathering all of the cuckoos of the manor. Exactly. That's it. I might look unuseful, but my real purpose is to make you brainstorm. Absolutely. No, definitely got to collect those cuckoos. Because they make the owner itchy. Alright, where are we going? Oh no. Dead end, pantry. I don't like the RNG. The RNG today is brutal. Like, this is the only path I've got available to me. And it is just edging me along. Well, I don't think there's much point in buying more steps right now. Maybe... Nah, I don't think I need them. Do I want to be able to get back to the entrance hall to examine things? I mean, I kind of do. Is there anywhere else I need to get back to? Not really. Just the entrance hall. Yeah, look, I don't think I need the extra 3 steps, and if I need them, I'll be coming through here anyway. Let's grab a banana. That'll give me a few steps. Grab some money. I've read that before. Nothing new in here. Okay, now let's watch the game screw me by giving me 3 dead ends. Watch this. Also, how's my grid? How's my grid of letters going? I think I solved the puzzle about the letters, the various letters on the posters. I worked that one out. I won't say it because I don't want to spoil things, but it was good working that one out. Okay, well, we've got 2 keys and we're using one. That's unfortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have coat checked the silver key. Great Hall, 7 locked doors, and 1 key. Oh, hey, it's the commissary. Yes, please. You know what I can buy from the commissary? A shovel. Alright. You beauty. I better have a bloody shovel for sale in here. Also, I just dead-ended myself. There better be a bloody shovel in here. Please tell me it's selling a shovel. It is. It's selling a shovel. I am taking the shovel. Well, I'm pretty tired anyway, so it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt that we're pretty much ending the day. It's fine. Okay, so I got the shovel. What does a salt shaker do? Can't remember. Sleeping mask, I think, gives you more steps with bedrooms. Metal detector helps you find more things. Salt shaker, I think, just gives you more steps when you pick up food or something like that. But exactly. So I'll be able to do the bust. I will find what's in the treasure map, so that's good. I don't think I need any of these other things. I wish I could remember what the salt shaker does. Metal detector's kind of tempting. Maybe I should just grab the metal detector? I don't know. I'll come back for it if I need it. It's not that far to go. It's a little bit far to go. Maybe I'll just buy it. Metal detector. Shall I get it? Let's get it. Yes, +1 step for each time you eat with the salt shaker. Well, I don't think I'm going to be eating that much more. Buy red dirt, dirty peppers. I have no idea what you mean by that. Buy red dirt, dirty peppers. No idea. Okay. I think we're doing the metal detector. Because I don't think we're running out of steps. I think what we're running out of is rooms. Because we've used them all up. Okay. So now we're taking the long trip back through everything. Alright, let's use this shovel. I mean, the fact that I'm using the shovel, I feel like today's a win. Time to start digging. Here it is. What are we getting? If it's like 3 gems, I'm going to be real pissed. Okay. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. Yeah. Fuck this game. Which are going to disappear. Which I can't spend. Because there's no doors left to open. Oh, credits. Those curtains. Exactly. So So what we're going to do, to finish off the night, we're going to make our way back to... This music will eventually end. Now try beating the end boss in Sekiro, or at least one of the hardest bosses in Sekiro, with this music playing endlessly, with someone renewing it every time it stops. It's just how it is. But yeah, the first time trying to face Genichiro in Sekiro, trying to do that fight, and Melky just jumps on it and he just plays that thing like 10 times. I have since made it a lot more expensive for that very reason. But yeah. Anyway, what I'm looking for, there's two things I'm looking for. I want to go back to the entrance hall, have a look at the table, which apparently there's an item missing from it. So I'm going to take a photo of the table, and I'm going to head back outside and try and dig. There should be food here. I don't need the silver key. Silver key's not going to help because I don't have any goddamn doors to open. So I'll leave the silver key behind. I am going to eat my meal though. We never made it to rank 8. So there's no meal to eat. Okay. Where's the way back to the beginning? I can go south. Where is the way back to the entrance hall? Entrance hall, up, right, up, up. Okay, so I've got to go to the corridor next. So I've got to keep going straight. Gotcha. Alrighty. 500, that's cheap change. Well, I made it some crazy amount, like 2,000 or something. I've since put it back down. There's a much cheaper version of that song, which is much, much shorter, which I prefer people to play because it's short and sweet. But if people want to pay a bit more for the longer one, that's fine. Not that I actually get any money, but still, it's fine. I'm sure at some point, channel points are somehow going to make me some sort of money. That's how it's meant to work, right? Isn't that what channel points are for? 8 gems. Needed a decent celebration. 8 gems was the worst. Was absolutely the worst. Because those gems disappear tomorrow. What I wanted was the violin. What was warranted was the violin. Absolutely. Okay. Isn't it in here? Yeah, we still haven't worked out how to get behind there yet. Okay, so apparently, according to that video, something has been taken from this shelf. So I'm taking a photo, and I'm going to compare it with another photo of this shelf that I've got, and we will see. The lost treasure of Major Key. Alright, so I'm going through my blueprints photos, wherever they are. Collections, blueprints. Okay. And also, I went to all that effort of turning off the security rooms and everything, and I didn't come across one keycard. Not one single keycard door that was deactivated because of what I did. This game, the RNG is just evil in this game. Okay, do I have a photograph of the front desk? I thought I did. Looking. Got my treasure maps. More treasure maps. Shortcuts shown on things. Periodic table of elements. Okay, we got books. We got the title screen. do I have a photo of the front desk? No. It does not look like we do. We've got letters, we've got stamps, we've got random pieces of furniture and rooms. We got chess pieces. We've got a darkened cloud of ruin. 8 red envelopes. Still looking. Lots of photographs and necklaces and special little rooms and pump room schematics, laundry services, and we're at the end. I don't think I ever took a photo of that front table, which really shocks me. I could have swore I did. When did I start playing this game? It was during the Christmas holidays. Just having a look to see if maybe I didn't put it in an album. Nope. Here's my first Blueprints photo. No. Okay, I did not take a photo. I also suggest taking a photo of the game's code and readme.ini file. It doesn't seem very relevant when you first play the game. Not so surprising you didn't take a picture. It's just that I thought I did. I thought I took a picture of this. I could have swore I did. I really could have swore I took a picture of this. And it's really bugging me because I thought I did. Oh, you know what I can do? Hang on. Okay, here's what I can do. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to Alt-tab out of that for a sec. And I am going to pop into YouTube. That is not how to do it. I am going to pop into YouTube. It doesn't need to be YouTube. It could even just be... well, yeah. Let's pop into YouTube. That might be a good way of doing it. We'll start with that one and then see if that works. I'm going to pop into YouTube. I'm going to pop into my own videos and pop into the first stream of this that I recorded and uploaded. Let's see. Playlists. Blueprints. Blueprints. Watch on YouTube. Watch episode 1. And that will have it. Howdy folks, Rage Christ here. Let's skip forward. Let me... God, this boring dude just keeps talking. Not that you've got a... I think almost 10 hours into it. Oh my god. Lots and lots of notes. Oh my god. This is going to make you guys laugh. Okay. I forgot to switch the camera. Like, literally, I've got 3 pages of notes now. I've put, I think, almost 10 hours into it. And I feel like I've barely scratched the surface, but I'm really, really enjoying it. I thought it might be a fun thing to stream. So let's do that. So, yeah. Okay. I've made it. So, hopefully, buttons are working. Yes, they are. Good. Okay, so just so that you can see... Talk about making it hard for myself. All right, hang on. We're gonna have a real close look at this.
See, buttons are working. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, fun. And
okay, so I can see 2 walking sticks. I can see bird, lantern, lamp.
Put.
I don't see anything. Now, in saying that, this was... What day is this? Day 5. So if it was already stolen... If it was already stolen by day 5, then I don't think I've got a record of it, because I didn't actually plan on recording these playthroughs and uploading it. I thought I was going to do this during the Christmas break while I was away on holidays or something. And then I realized, no, this is something that I want to record, and also something I can't just sit and do. So, almost clarity, but the problem is that I think my recording is too late.
Notes. Got literally, I've got 3 pages of notes now.
Got 2 walking sticks. Got a lamp. 2 birdies. 3 birdies.
Literally, I've got 3 pages of notes now.
Unless there's a book missing. No, that's the same stack of books. Same stack of books.
Put, I think, almost 10 hours. I thought it might... buttons are working. Yes, they are. Good. Okay, so just so that you can see, as you can... the screen, there we go. Okay, so... Jesus, it'd help if I got my big face off the screen. There we go. Okay, so as you can probably... very daily self-block.
Come on, easy. He just keeps talking. Does he never shut up?
Mate.
There we go.
Don't know.
All right.
Alrighty. Now, it'd help if I'll turn up my volume a little.
Okay, so I can see the room. And let me just pop back into Blueprints and Alt-Tab back into Blueprints and look at the room. Okay. And then I'm going to have this open. Keep seeing Ray teleport all over the place. Okay, so... and tab back into Blueprints. Okay, so the flowers are still there.
A bit. Don't know how.
And... and the clock is still there. And everything... I'm not noticing anything missing over here. Which means that if anything's missing...
how it is for you guys, but it's a quiet game until things start happening, and this house thing is what sort of stick that thing full of innovation, okay. And that so maybe possibly thing to be a little bit different.
I think whatever it was that was stolen, if anything. Here we go. I think if anything was stolen, it must have been before day 5. What about going back into... Nice. A certain friend of mine likes to, every time he pops into the chat, he does that one just to scare the crap out of me. And there have been moments where it has scared the crap out of me. Anyway, what about going back into earlier on the current stream to review the prophecy? Yeah. I can't do that during this recording, but I can do that when we're done. I can play it back. So I could do that at the beginning of next day, potentially. but I can't play back what I'm in the middle of right now. But that's fine. That's a project for next day. So we've looked in here, and we haven't worked out what is missing. And then I was going to go out here, and the other thing I was going to do is that, well, firstly, it talked about a gate being open that we didn't open. Is it talking about this, or is it talking about the other one? Sorry, I'll have to try it. Absolutely. Look, no miss, you're more than welcome to try all the buttons. Some of them are better than others. Oh, no, I haven't managed to open that one yet. Okay, well, that's fine. And this one. So this is the one I thought it was showing us. But it doesn't seem to be. Because I got nothing. While we're here, let's just have a real quick look at whether there's anything different in the apple orchard. And also, I might even pop in here as well, because I've got the steps. Might as well. Got plenty of steps. Ask for the equipment for the new mine. Don't think we're going to need more of this. There's one more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move. Bit awkward because it's blocking the passage. I said just someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. Yeah, that's exactly what I did earlier on today. Is literally that. There's nothing more I can do here. Does this turn off the flame? Oh, that's the second flame. Right. Okay, we'll turn that back on. Are we in Minecraft now? A little bit. Oh, look, 8 gems. Don't even. Don't even. Gemstone Cavern. Oh, that took steps. Man, this game. It taxes you more than the church. Then the apple orchard is going to tax me. I think that turned on a flame, so I don't want to mess with that. This, on the other hand, did a thing. Was it this one? No. This one? No. Something in here did a thing. I feel like it was this. But that just looks the same as the flame. Is there a thing somewhere else? I don't know. Anyway. And then... So there's something interesting in here, and I still haven't worked it out. And that is this. There is a teeny tiny, that little yellow thing there, that is a gem holder. A gem sits in that. And I have no idea why there would be a gem holder here. It's very odd. Also, there's an angel here. Don't know what to do with that, though. Okay, well, I wanted to go and explore the other side. It's coming from the pizza to prevent the lid from coming into contact with the pizza. It does, though. You're absolutely right. It looks a lot like one of those little pizza box things. You're 100% correct. Alright. Anything in the bird bath? No. Anyway, so anyone that loves puzzle games, I highly, highly, highly recommend Tunic. Play Tunic. And don't read too much about the game before you play it, because you will spoil it. Because it's just so good. But, yeah, Tunic is amazing. Honestly, it's still got my favorite puzzle of all time in it. It's one of my favorite games. It's like a mixture between Legend of Zelda and Dark Souls and this, really. Is that going to open? It's not going to open. No, of course not. I assume the silver key doesn't fit that either. I think I've tried that. Still got it for free as long as I got my PlayStation membership. Yeah! Oh, I've been playing Hades, by the way, Helldiver. I played a bit of Hades while I was... Oh, where am I going? I was playing some Hades while I was... Ooh, pretty stars. Very pretty. While I was in Malaysia. I played a little bit over there, you know, just overnight and stuff like that. Not bad. I like the game. I do think it's... like... It's a bit of a slog, and I do prefer a game that's got a story to it, like a real kind of beginning and end, which it kind of does have. So yeah, I'll get back into it. Okay, the reason why I came here is because I thought I'd be able to dig that, and I was seeing all these gems and stuff there, and I was like, ooh, I can use the shovel there. But, yeah, so I am enjoying Hades. I got as far as the boss fight where there's the two of them, the bull and the other dude, both at the same time. And they wrecked me. I beat the bull, but I just couldn't actually work out how the other guy was even damaging me. I've since realized that he's throwing something at me and it's like a targeting thing, but I couldn't work that out at the time. Last thing I'm going to do is... yeah, it was on PS Plus monthly game. So for one of the months, it was one of the free ones that you could just permanently download. So if you've every month, like me, been religiously obtaining the license for each of the free games, then you should have it in your library. And I swear, it's worth it. It is so good. But if you don't, well, frankly, try and buy it. It's on PlayStation, it's on Steam, it's not that expensive, and it's so good. So good. Anyway, just having a last little look around in here, in case my little playing with the angels has opened anything else that I haven't noticed. But I'm not seeing anything new, in which case I might just need to call it quits. Not to mention the fact that I'm waking up in about 4 hours from now. I really should go to bed. Okay, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Ooh, this is new. Hello? What's it? Oh, it's the money. Because every time you do a dead end, it puts money in here. Yay! I've got 21 gold coins that I can't use on anything. This game. So damn trolly. Okay. Nothing new there. Giant arrow pointing into this doorway. Love that. Buy shovels. Oh dear. Just carefully listening. Music's lovely. Okay, and then we go into our little mine shaft, which I don't think anything will have changed in there. I'll have a quick look, but I really highly doubt it. I suspect if ever I do want to come in from this end and do something different in here, I'm gonna need to move the rotunda, because this feels like I'm underneath the rotunda. This looks like the rotunda room up there. That's what I'm suspecting. And that if I move the rotunda, it'll move this, which means that I'll be able to sort of go out there and get around, which would be very helpful, because it's definitely... I'm definitely sort of wanting to get over there. Is there anything down there that I can see? No. Alright. So let's move that mining cart back. Because that's literally what that sign said you have to do, is to move this way, so that you can then get in from the other direction. We'll have a quick wander down here. Oh, the other thing I didn't do, and maybe I should have had a quick look because I forgot, is that room. God, I hope I've got enough steps to get there. It'll be kind of close. So maybe I should actually not go out there, because I am running low on steps. And there's not much point in going out there anyway. And that is the room outdoors near the driveway that's got the crates and the torches. I'm wondering whether moving the angels as I did might have lit those torches like it's lit these ones. So let's go have a look-see. Should have done that before. Okay, out we go. Run, run, run. I don't think there's any other dirt patches out here, is there? Things that I can dig up with the shovel? I don't think there is. If there is, please tell me, somebody. Okay, 6. We run, run, run. Run, run, run. Oh, it's down here. No, it's down here. And that's that bit. We can't get over there. Can we do anything with this? No. I just thought of something. I was able to dig in that room because I had the map. There's 2 maps. I've been trying to follow the map. Maybe instead of trying to follow the map, what I should be doing is focusing on getting the map and then going to the destination with the map, with a shovel. I don't need to follow the path. Also, the torches are not lit. This is what I was talking about. I was hoping that moving the angels would light this, but it not. It is not lit. It is dark, and it is blocked. And for whatever reason, the sledgehammer I have does nothing. Okay, I think we're done. I think we're going to wrap it up for today. Anyone have any last suggestions, final suggestions before I wrap it up and go to bed? I will try anything, so long as it's not too spoilery. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we are done. Done. Try anything. In-game or raid. Oh yeah, actually raid is good. Raid is good. I was talking about in-game, but you know what? I should do a raid. I should absolutely do a raid. Thank you for the reminder. Who can I raid? Let's have a look. Let me put this back to the other camera so you guys can see me and what I'm doing. Alrighty, so actually what I'm going to do is, for folks, because obviously I'm recording this as well, I'll put it up on YouTube. So for those in YouTube land that have watched the past 2 hours and 26 minutes, I swear I've been recording a lot longer than that, but anyway, have a lovely night or day or whatever it is time where you are, and I'll see you folk next time. And then those watching